Manchester United have reportedly moved on from the Jared Branthwaite signing, but who does this mean we will get as our new centre-back? This is what we were discussing on this evening's show. But before we get into that, please smash a like on today's video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and let's get straight on into it. Okay, so let's start out with the latest on Jared Branthwaite. So for anybody living under a rock, Manchester United submitted a bid 2 weeks ago of £35 million plus £8 million in add-ons, which was rejected outright by Everton. They are still demanding £70 million for Jared Branthwaite, which, let me just say, is absolutely ridiculous, okay? But let's put that aside for 1 minute. Since then, Manchester United have spoken with Jared Branthwaite's agent and have agreed personal terms, believed to be around £140,000 per week, which would put him as, I think, in the top 10 of highest earners at Man United. He would still be less than people like Harry Maguire on 200k a week, but yeah, still a hell of a lot of money when you think that his current wage at Everton is only 35k a week. But anyway, let's put that aside for a second. Manchester United have been back and forth with Everton over the last couple of weeks, trying to find a middle ground. But apparently Everton are saying either you pay the 70 million or you don't get your player. And as a result of this, Manchester United are now exploring other options. So the three options that we will be discussing in today's video is Matthias de Ligt, Ronald Arajo and Marc Guehi. Those are the three players that Manchester United are targeting. Obviously, we were looking at Jean-Claire Todibo, but because of UEFA's rules, which say a club that is owned by the same owner, so in our case, Ineos own Nice and own Manchester United, they can't compete in the same competition. That's why we're not going for Jean-Claire Todibo. He was our number one target. He'd agreed personal terms. He wanted to come. A deal was about to be done for £40 million, and then UEFA blocked it. Manchester United are currently at the moment trying to put legal action against UEFA to try and undo this deal blocking. But whether or not that will happen, we'll obviously have to wait and see. So that's kind of brought you up to speed as to where we are up to now. But going forward, we'll start with Ronald Araújo. So this is coming out from the Manchester Evening News. They've put this up as an exclusive story from a guy called Tom Cavilla. I've not heard of him, to be honest, but Manchester Evening News is usually relatively reliable. And they are reporting this evening that Manchester United have made an offer for Barcelona centre-back Ronald Araújo. It says, a latest report has explained the Uruguay international has 3 offers on the table, one of which is from Manchester United. It says the other two clubs who have set an offer are Manchester City and Newcastle. Obviously, Ronald Araújo is at the Copa America for Uruguay. Very, very good centre-back. I would say he's one of my favourite centre-backs in the world. I really, really like him. Do I think he'll come to Manchester United? No, I don't. Whether we've put in an offer or not, I don't think he's going to come. Why would he leave Barcelona, who are in the Champions League, to come and play for Manchester United? I'm sorry. I know we're a massive club and all the rest of it, but I don't think he's joining Manchester United. I personally feel like this story is an attempt for him to get an increased contract. He's only got 2 years left of his current deal, and he is currently only earning about £100,000 per week at Barcelona, which, being completely honest, is not very much. When you think that Harry Maguire earns £200,000 a week at Manchester United, Ronald Araújo earns half of that at Barcelona. Like, it doesn't make sense. I personally think that this is, as I said, just an attempt to try and get a new deal. Whether or not this will happen, we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, most of the kind of narrative is that he wants a new contract. He wants more money. Manchester United are willing to give him more money. Manchester United are willing to sign him. And apparently we're willing to double his wages. So we'd put him on around 200k a week, which isn't bad. You know, when you think Maguire's on 200k a week, I would have zero problems with signing Araújo and giving him £200,000 a week. But yeah, I think the likelihood of this one happening is pretty small. You never know in football, though. Barcelona need to sell players. They're in an absolute mess financially. So maybe this could happen. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens there. Obviously, let me know your thoughts on Ronald Araújo in the comment section below. Would you like to see him at Manchester United? What are your thoughts? I would like to see him, but I don't think it will happen. That's my thoughts on it. Everyone who's just joined the video, if you could do me a small favour and smash a like, that would be very much appreciated. Let's try and see 200 likes on today's show. And if this is your first time watching, please do make sure to subscribe to the channel as well. We are only 2 subscribers away from 24,500. So let's try and hit that by the end of today's video. Please go and subscribe now. It's completely free content. It doesn't cost you any money. And I would really appreciate it if you were able to give the video a like and to subscribe. Okay, so moving on from Ronald Arajo, the next option is Marc Guehi. Again, this is coming out from Manchester Evening News. They're reporting this evening that Manchester United are currently the favourites to sign Crystal Palace defender Marc Guehi. It says he's obviously on duty for Crystal Palace. Sorry, on duty for England at the Euros. It also says that apparently Crystal Palace want to re-sign Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Obviously, Aaron Wan-Bissaka originally played for Crystal Palace before he joined Manchester United. Now, in relation to Marc Guehi, I think he's been England's best player at the Euros so far. I think he's been unbelievable. Really, really good. He's fast. He's strong. He can play at left-sided centre-back and right-sided centre-back. I think he'd be absolutely perfect for Manchester United, being honest. But the issue I have with him is he's probably going to cost a hell of a lot of money. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see how much Crystal Palace ask for Marc Guehi. What I've seen is that apparently they want about £50 million. Now, if we could sell Wan-Bissaka to them for, say, 20, 30 million, and then we bought Marc Guehi for 50, I would have no problems with that. I think that would be a very good bit of business. You know, if we got 30 million, say, for Wan-Bissaka, and then went and bought Marc Guehi for 50 million, that would mean effectively we'd only really paid 20 million for Marc Guehi, wouldn't it? So I would quite like to see Marc Guehi at Manchester United, but I think at the same time, we do need probably two centre-backs, realistically. One's not going to be enough. So, yeah, I think Marc Guehi plus... I don't know who the other one should be, really. That's the problem, isn't it? Todibo's the obvious option, but at the moment we can't sign him because of this UEFA stupid rule. The third option is Matthijs de Ligt. Obviously, we spoke about him on the show back at lunchtime earlier on today, with the headline being that apparently Erik ten Hag is desperate to sign Matthijs de Ligt. Bayern Munich are asking for around £50 million. Manchester United are willing to pay around £30 million. I'll be honest, if we could get Matthijs de Ligt for £30 million, I would definitely do that deal. Do I think that deal will happen? I think it could. Because, as I said, Erik ten Hag is absolutely desperate to bring Matthijs de Ligt to Manchester United. Manchester United tried to sign de Ligt before he left Ajax originally. Obviously, de Ligt played for Erik ten Hag at Ajax. Like, it all makes sense. He's fallen out of favour at Bayern Munich. He wants to move. The biggest thing with him, which concerns me, is his injury record. Last season, he missed 20 games through injury. And then the season before that, he missed 20 games through injury as well, which is concerning. You know, when you think he's only, I think he's 23, maybe 24. He's still very, very young. And to be missing 20 games per season at that age is a red flag. Are we signing another Varane, who is amazing on his day, but is only available for half of your games? You know, that's the issue I have. The other thing as well, which slightly concerns me about Matthijs de Ligt, is his wages. He's on about £250,000 a week, roughly. It's all in euros. It's 307. Sorry, that's wrong. He's on £300,000 a week, which would put him as the second highest earner at the club underneath Marcus Rashford. He'd be earning more money than Bruno. He'd be earning more than... who else would he be earning? I mean, everybody. Everybody would be earning less than him. I think Martinez is on about 150k a week. So de Ligt would be earning double the amount of money as Martinez, which obviously isn't ideal. Now, this is where I want you guys to get involved. I want some interaction on this video. Who should Manchester United sign? There is a story this evening that apparently Manchester United are in talks with Johnny Evans over a new contract. I've got no issue with that, but Johnny Evans should be a fifth choice centre-back, realistically, shouldn't he? And Victor Lindelof should be sold this summer. So our centre-backs would be Maguire, Martinez, Johnny Evans and Willy Camboala. Those are the only options we have, realistically. I think we need two centre-backs, but I think one is the absolute minimum. Now, I want you to let me know in the comments section, who should Manchester United sign in the centre-back position? Do we need one centre-back? Do we need two centre-backs? The three options that we really have are De Ligt, Branthwaite, Marc Guehi, and Araújo. I personally think the most likely option is probably De Ligt, realistically. The second most likely is probably Guehi or Branthwaite, and the last most likely is Ronald Arajo. The likelihood of us getting him is very, very slim, I think. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'm going to wrap the video up here. Tomorrow I am on holiday. I am going to try and do some videos, but it all depends on what the signal's like in the place I'm going to. I'm going to Wales again. Last time I went to Wales, the signal was terrible, but it says on the Airbnb listing that they have fiber optic. So fingers crossed I can do videos. If not, I won't see you till Monday, which I know is not ideal. But yeah, please smash a like on the video before you leave. Please subscribe to the channel if you are new. This has been Daily Red Devil, and I'll speak to you all hopefully at 8:30 a.m. on Saturday. Bye for now.